This part we were covering.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
I explained the JDBC, how
Mm-hmm.
we will connect the Java to the database and will store the data, will fetch the data.
Yeah,
So, do you have any doubt till now?
yeah. I have a doubt.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Can you go to that update student?
Yes.
Uh, mm, mm, Please come a little down. Yeah. Okay. Uh, what was my questions? Select star from student where student number is something, right? Uh, what we'll get? We'll get every records. Is that right? Like name, email, phone number, everything will come.
It will
But
get the all columns of that particular roll numbers. Yes.
yeah, yeah.
It will
Okay,
fetch the all data for that particular roll numbers. Yes, it is correct.
okay. Uh, but what we checked here is we are saving this answer in result set. Is that right?
Yes, it is whatever the result will come, then we
Hmm.
have this result set.
Okay.
This is the
But
this is the database result. Correct.
yeah. Okay. But it's see for this query we'll get everything. But here if we check, it's coming null, right? Uh, Only after update these column must come null. Is that right? When the columns which we are not updating that must come as null.
No, I think there is a confusion. So
Mm-hmm.
first of all, there are the two things. One thing, I am getting a bean.
Okay.
This is a bean. Whatever data I
Okay.
want to update.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So if suppose I have the bean data, if bean data is null, suppose bean data is null,
Mm-hmm.
then I am setting the whatever I received from the database.
Yeah, yeah. I understood that. But this thing should come after that update statement, no? Because in the starting select statement, everything will come.
Update statement means this is
This one. Uh,
why it should come after update.
because because there only if you're going to update, let's say we are going to update only name. So other values will be null.
In which case,
I'm saying an example. If we are going to update only a name for some particular roll number, but other things will be null. If you're going to update only name, mobile, email, everything is going to be null. So we have to get from DB. So that should come after this update statement, right?
I,
But
I think no. The reason is that understand the thing. So
mhm.
you have the DB.
Okay,
Suppose you want to change only the name.
okay. Hmm.
So do you want to change this all remaining field as a null?
No, no. I don't want to change as a null. When we are updating, these and all will come as null. You showed by debugging. So if it's null, we are going to take it from the table itself. That is we are going to get the values from DB.
Yes.
Yeah. But I'm asking the top there is a select query, so we'll automatically get everything. No, there how it will be null.
Okay, got it. Your point. Let me
Okay.
explain if I understood.
Mm-hmm.
So you are saying I'm getting the all records, all data into the result
Mm,
set,
yeah,
and
yeah,
I'm checking null. How it is null? You.
yeah,
This is a question.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So think about that. There are the two things. One thing is a result set data. This one.
yeah, yeah.
If I'm taking the result set, then data is coming from the database. If I'm
Mm,
taking a student bean, then data is coming from controller. So I'm not checking the database data is null. I'm checking if beans data is null. Beans data means whatever data I'm getting for update,
okay,
then it should be, if it is a null, then set the data as it is, whatever we received from the database. Otherwise,
okay.
otherwise whatever the data we have, that's fine. If suppose
Mm-hmm.
student get this is not equals to null, then it will not set the
Mm-hmm.
database value.
Yeah, yeah,
Understood? So
yeah,
I'm not checking the database value as a null. I'm checking the whatever I'm receiving the value. Student bean dot get student name is null. This one.
yeah, yeah. I understood that part. I'm asking before update,
Hmm.
how it will check null. We didn't give the update query, right? It's coming after this, after checking.
Before update means I think let me explain again.
See, can you move the cursor down? Because our update query is here.
Uh-huh. Update queries here. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but we are checking whether it's null or what before the update query itself.
The, do you want to put this one after this over here?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Why?
Not here. Here. Before int count is equal to 0.
Int count equals to 0 over here.
Yeah, before that.
No problem. It doesn't matter. You know, if you think about that, you are putting this SQL above, huh, nothing would happen. You can put. It is also fine.
Oh,
That's fine. No problem. Hmm. But
okay.
you can put. Nothing would happen.
Okay.
It is fine. Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. It should be. So now,
Okay.
now I'm moving to the next part. Next part
Mm-hmm.
today we will discuss the Hibernate.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Hibernate is a framework. Do you understand the what is the framework? What is the meaning of the framework? Suppose I'm saying the word framework. So
Mm-hmm.
what do you imagine your mind? This is a framework. Then what would be happen?
Framework, some people have already written some code to make the process easier, and we'll just do something like it's already there, the framework is given. We have to just change something inside, so it'll be easy compared to we write the code fully.
Yes. So basically, framework, do our life easy. So there is already some libraries. We just import the jar files, and we do the work. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose I do this code, then I need to understand the SQL as well as the Java code.
Okay.
That is the boundary. So developers should understand the all JDBC, SQLs, and all those things. Then he can write the code.
Okay.
Now Hibernate comes into the picture, and Hibernate says, "Oh, what you are doing? You are writing this SQL over here.
Mm-hmm.
I will write automatically. There is
Okay.
no need to do thing. Just you
Okay.
tell me, you can save the Java object into the database directly." So like ask how we can
Mm.
do. So
Yeah.
so Hibernate says just write the suppose Hibernate is there. Create a session. Session is a connection dot save and put the value of bean. Value
Oh,
of bean. Bean. What is the bean? Suppose this is
student.
a student bean is there. So just put this bean like that. Suppose this is a bean. Just put over there bean. Then bean would be saved into the database. Okay. Then there is no need to do anything.
Okay.
Okay. So how we can do? So but how we can understand this bean should be inserted into one table, student table, or it should be goes the course table or something else. That is the
Mm-hmm.
major thing.
Okay.
So they told to us there are the two type of beans. One
Okay.
one is the entity beans
Mm-hmm.
and one is the model bean. Model beans this one. This one is communicating from one layer to the another layer. Suppose I am I am going from controller to that service to repository.
Mm-hmm.
Then this is called the model bean. I'm going from here to there. Second bean is called name is the entity bean. I'm creating a folder package entity bean.
Okay.
Beans
Oh,
let me create inside that entity beans. Able to see my screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Inside that I am creating, I'm just copy and paste this bean over here and a student entity.
Okay.
This is my class putting into the entity beans. So in this, whenever I open this class, what I did copy the student class. Sorry. Let me remove this one. Delete. Should I copy this student bean? Okay.
Yeah, bean.
Copy and paste student entity bean.
Okay.
This is the student entity bean. If I'm opening, then I will tell you this bean which table would be interact. So first of all, we need basically let me check the table is coming or not. So table is not coming over here. At the rate table, that is the annotation. So what I should do,
Mm-hmm.
I should put a jar file that will load the Hibernate. So
Okay.
how will do this one?
From
So
Maven dependency.
Maven. So there is a dependencies. Let me put there is a Hibernate this dependencies. Okay.
Okay.
This is only the one dependencies. Let me copy this one.
Okay.
Okay. And put into this
Oh,
file. Pom.file. I am putting whenever I am putting these dependencies,
okay.
then I'll click over there. It will be resolved.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever it would be resolving these dependencies, and if you will see, so it is saying that configure plugin. Okay. Okay. So now DB connection is already there. Default, I can check the Hibernate, JPA is coming, DB connection is coming. Okay. So now
Okay.
I can check this one. If you will see over here, then ORG Hibernate, you know,
Mm-hmm.
everything is coming.
Yeah.
So now dependency is resolved. Let me come into that student bean, entity bean. Write the
Entity.
at the rate table, at the rate table, and
Mm-hmm.
put the name equals
Stu.
to student.
Student.
Okay, and put into the codes and post that at the rate column and name you need to be put.
Okay.
You can take call if you want. I don't mind.
Stu dot under. Stu under.
So I need to be property. This one is to roll number. Okay. I am putting a student roll number and
Okay.
I need to put map this field to each one. Suppose name. I'll change that one.
Okay.
Email. This one. This one. And this one. Let me do the is to name, is to mobile, is to email, is to course, is to branch. Okay.
Okay.
Let me go. Suppose this is the is to name. This is the is to mobile.
No, previous one is name.
What I missed? Oh, that is my bad. Is to name, is to email, is to mobile, is to course, and is to branch.
Branch.
So now I told this bean, this is a bean that will directly enter, directly save into the database. So we told this is bean
Mm-hmm.
is mapped with this table, and this
Okay.
field will map this column. Whenever I'll
Oh.
save this bean, then data will be saved. Whenever I'll get the data, then this row will become. So I will
Oh.
not write anything into the SQL.
Okay.
It will control by default. Actually, there are the
Okay.
two part. One is the Hibernate, one is the JPA. I am talking about the Hibernate today, and we'll talk about the later the JPA.
Okay.
So now there is some other configuration that is called the hibernate.config.xml. One file is
Okay.
there. Let me explain.
Mm-hmm.
File name is the hibernate.config.xml. This file.
Okay.
So this file is told how to basically the database and all our things. Let me explain to you. So this is a resource folder. I am not sure resource folder is in your project or not. Yes, it is there. So I am copying just this file. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll explain each and everything to you. Copy this file and put into
Okay.
your project.
Mm-hmm.
I am putting into the resource folder. Paste. Whenever I am putting this file into the resource, so in this file, what you can see, there is a connection. Connection means driver. Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
We are passing
Yeah.
whenever we are making the connection into the repository class. Then think about that in IMPL. I'm commenting out this code. This is showing the error. So think about that. Whenever I'm loading the class name.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the driver. This is the
Mm-hmm.
string connection string.
Connection. Mm-hmm.
This is a port. This is the database name. This is user
Okay.
ID.
Okay.
This is password. So I will not
Mm-hmm.
write anything over here. I will provide this configuration into this file. So this
Okay.
this is a driver class.forename. Okay, it will load
Mm.
automatically. This is a
Okay.
this is a connection string,
Connection.
and database is student.
Student.
Username is password Postgres, and
Mm-hmm.
password is also Postgres.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dialect. Hibernate dialect basically what we do. So this make a SQL. Hibernate dialect make a SQL. So we have the
Okay.
different database.
Mm-hmm.
So Hibernate is a common code.
Okay.
So dialect basically convert the this Java code into the
Mm-hmm.
native SQL. SQL means insert into this one like that.
Okay.
So Hibernate, what is doing the Hibernate?
Mm-hmm.
Hibernate is internally converting the
Mm-hmm.
Java code into the DB code,
Mm-hmm.
and inserting into the database or fetching into the database. But
Okay.
I don't care now what
Mm-hmm.
SQL is running, what is the this.
Okay.
That is the main thing.
Okay. If it's MySQL, it will change to like that. And if it's Postgres, it will
So,
depending upon
so
that, it
suppose
will.
you are using the Oracle, then you need to be provide the Oracle dialect. Then
Okay.
what will happen? So it will convert according to the Oracle, because there is
Mm.
some minor syntax. There is a varchar, something else. So it will
Mm.
convert according to that database.
Okay.
So this is the specified according to the database.
Okay. Okay.
Now this is a property so SQLs. So whenever I will run the program, then I can see what SQL is running over behind the scene. I'm
Okay.
not writing the SQL, but what SQL is generated over here, and I can see
Mm-hmm.
into the console.
Okay.
This is a auto update that leave it. I'll explain later. How
Mm-hmm.
many entity are there? Hmm. This is the entity beans is there. Student entity bean. We need to register here. Okay.
Okay.
So need to be register entity beans. That what is the name of this bean?
Student entity.
Student entity
Bean.
beans. Okay. That I think that I am fine. So now let me close this configuration. I do
Mm.
two configuration. Which one? First
Form dot.
I created a entity bean, not a bean.
Okay.
This is a model bean. This is entity bean. Bean have the two
Okay.
types. One is the model bean. Second is the entity bean. Entity bean generally connect to the database. Model bean communicate to the from one layer to the another layer.
Okay. Okay.
So this is the entity bean, and
Mm-hmm.
I created the configuration. Now
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming directly to the repository part.
Okay.
Okay. So before that I saved the data. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm commenting out all things over here. This code I'm
Okay.
commenting out because I don't care about this code now.
Okay.
What I'll do, I'll write my code. I'll create a first of all session factory. How
Okay.
how I'll create a session factory? Let me explain. You will make a connection. Okay. This is the get employee. No, I'm talking about employee. Take this package also. Copy. I'm taking the util package over here. Okay. Java paste. There is a utils class. Okay. So let me explain this one. Okay.
Mm.
I'm coming this one. I'm taking the one code that is called the repository. Repository is taking this employee entity. So come to that one and write the this code. Okay.
Okay.
Understand the first of all thing. Hmm?
Mhm.
Returning result is there. Okay, I'll explain to you first of all. So this is the bean and this is a entity bean should be saved. Instead of student bean should be come to the student entity bean.
Entity.
Hmm? Entity bean. And this should be student entity bean. Okay, because now it will be saved into the database. So first of all we will create a connection with the database that is called the session. So there is
We
a
didn't create object for student entity bean.
pardon.
Uh, the student entity bean. We didn't create object for that.
Okay, let me explain. Let me do that one also. So where is the service IMPL? So there is a there where is the service IMPL? This is service. This is
Package.
IMPL.
Mm-hmm.
So we are saving this student. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'll because here I have the student bean. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now I am creating a object of student. What I am creating the student bean. Student
Entity bean.
student entity bean and creating a student entity bean equals to new student entity bean. Are you okay now?
Yeah.
So bean utils will copy from
Okay.
this to this, right to left. So I am putting the data from this student bean to student entity bean and
Okay.
and sending the student entity bean to this method. Okay.
Oh.
And bean util is a class, so let me import the bean util package so we can have this facility also. So bean util class have the this dependencies. This will copy the data from if field is existing, then it will copy the data. There is no need to the manual copy.
Okay.
Are you understanding?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So now I'm coming to the this one, and this one is getting the error because this is not a. Let me open this one. So let me go this one and open this one and say this is add student, not a part of student. It is a student entity bean.
Entity bean.
Instead of and put the student entity bean. Okay.
Okay.
Now coming to the repository class. So repository class. So Hibernate basically making a session. I'll explain to you. Now coming
Okay.
the student bean and we are saving the student bean. Okay. Let me explain. So till now, do you have any doubt in the basically what I did in service class?
Okay.
Oh, okay. I put it this prom.xml, but I didn't refresh, so I'm not sure. Let me go to the service class and import this class being utils. Okay, now
Okay.
innovation exception. Let me control Z. I think we should put the more action with try and catch. Okay, so now this is a bean. I'm copying this data from this to this, and
Okay.
post that I'm basically calling the add student and passing the entity bean. Instead of the bean, I'm sending the entity bean now.
Entity. Okay.
Till service class, I'm taking a bean, and with this next layer, I'm passing the entity bean.
Repository.
Do you have any doubt?
No.
Okay. Whenever I'm calling this one, I'm coming over here, and this is a Hibernate utilize a class, and this is a get session factory is a method. Whenever I'm clicking
Okay.
over there, I can see this is a session factory. Session factory is there. What is this? So I'm making a build session factory. This is a configure. So whatever the file name you gave over here, configuration.cfg.xml.
Mm-hmm.
So new configuration.configure whatever XML dot build session factory. It will provide the connection to database.
Okay.
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 And whenever you will get the connection, then you will open the session. Session means one-to-one connection. This
Mm-hmm.
is the DB check. DB is able to connection, and this is only one connection you will get. Open the connection session, and
Okay.
post that session dot save. So session dot save. This is a method that save the directly to that database. Before that, you need to be begin the transaction and close the transaction. What do you
Oh,
understand the transaction means? Transaction means
tran.
suppose you are doing the more than one operation in one this. You are saving, you are fetching, you are deleting something.
Mm-hmm.
But you saved and delete is not delete. You are getting some error.
Okay.
So entire operation will be fail instead of only the partial operation will be fail. Either
Okay.
entire operation will be success. Suppose you are saving data into two tables, you are deleting the data from one tables, and you are updating the data into one table. You are doing the
Mm-hmm.
four operation.
Okay.
You are doing four operation now, but the
Mm-hmm.
thing is that uh, two operation got success and two operation are failing.
Okay.
So either you can leave the whatever you happened over here, two operation is success, two operation is failed, then you are happy. But now
No.
data is inconsistent state.
Mm-hmm.
Either all four should be success or either all four should be fail.
Okay.
So the transaction basically what do here. So transaction whenever we put the transaction, either
Mm-hmm.
it would be fail all operations or either it would be success all operations.
No.
So we generally write a sentence session dot begin transaction
Okay.
and session dot save this one and
Okay.
session dot get transaction commit. Commit means commit the code. Whenever I'll write this one, then database will be reflect.
Okay.
And Hibernate util shutdown, close the database connection. I'm writing the
Mm-hmm.
close one, na? Con dot close.
Yeah.
So in the shutdown, if you will think, I'm doing the manually close. Get session factory
Okay.
dot close. Okay. Close the
Mm-hmm.
cache and connection pool.
Okay.
Okay. Post that I will get a result. Result is a long. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying instead of returning this one, I'm returning if this is a result. Okay, result is if result is greater than 0. Okay, result is not coming over here. Let me set this result is over here. Result equals to 0 and remove from here.
Okay.
Okay, So if result is greater than 0, then this should be written. Else written
It's not successful.
student details did not save successfully. Okay,
Okay.
that is the thing that let me check. I changed this JDBC code with the Hibernate. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so let us run this program and let's check. Okay, so now I am putting this breakpoint. I am removing this one, and let me run the
Okay.
controller, and I'm running the save method. Instead of this, I'm calling the save method over here.
Okay.
In this save method, I'm calling this one is the Shurya.
Okay.
Okay, Kumar, and ID is the uh, S Surya dot K, and mobile number. Suppose I'm putting here 56. That is fine. Okay.
Roll number.
Roll number, yes, 11. I'm putting. Okay. I'm running this one. Uh, Let me debug this code.
Mm-hmm.
Let me check. So now this is, and this is going to that return this one service IMPL. Okay. Now you can see I came. You can check the value over here. Student bean. So
Mm-hmm.
student entity bean is already there or not? Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
The value is coming. So now I am doing the F8, making the session if it is connecting or not. Let's check. Taking some time.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I'm getting the error. So what is the error? Exception in thread main, no class found. Okay, so there is a bind jaxb is not found. Okay, in the Hibernate there is a problem. Class loader, class not found. Java
Mm-hmm.
XML bind jaxb exception. So
Okay.
there is a actually whenever you will copy this same error. Okay,
Okay.
so if you will put java dot exception, or you will put just this one.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm,
Okay.
this one, then you will, this is a Google will say each and everything to you. So you will copy and paste over here. So you will found the uh, stack overflow. So you will see there is a you need to write basically the Gradle. This is basically build or XML file you need to be put. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure where you're able to see this. This is the XML file that you need to be put. Okay, Jaxb
Okay.
and this one. Whenever you will put, then you will resolve the problem. So
Okay.
I already had this one into this project. This is a Jaxb. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'm copying this Jaxb.
Okay.
Jaxb. Okay. Mm, I think I should take the Glassfish Jaxb runtime. I think I should take this one. Jaxb API. Okay, let me check in this what we are taking. So this is the Jaxb bind, that one, Eclipse link. We will still process of reaction. Okay. Let me put this one. Let's check if it is resolved the problem or not. Okay.
Okay.
If it is not resolved, then we will copy from this existing code. Hmm. I'm pasting this one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm refreshing. It is resolving the dependencies.
Mm-hmm.
Let's check if it able to resolve or not. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let me rerun again this controller class. I'm going line by line. I'm coming over here. Let me check if okay. I'm getting error again.
Same.
Same Jaxby. So
Mm-hmm.
let me copy the existing one dependencies. So
Okay.
we have this dependencies.
Mm-hmm.
Postgres is fine. I'm copying this one, activation, and this one. Let me copy this dependencies and let me resolve the problem. I'll explain these dependencies later.
Okay.
I'm putting this one, and now let me refresh. Let me rerun this program again. Okay. I think it is connecting someone. Yes. Now we got the session. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it whenever you will click over their session, then you can see. Thus by default size is 5. Hmm.
Okay.
And you can see the load event, other JDBC connection access. So in this listener, connection provider, this is a pool, something else, JDBC session context. It will load everything. Okay.
Okay.
This is related to the database.
Mm-hmm.
But if you will come into that over here, you will F8 begin transaction, then you will click on the save, then you get the exception. Now check the exception, what exception is came. Entity bean dot student versus what is the error come? Unknown entity, entity bean, student entity bean. Mapping exception.
Mm-hmm.
Go to right over here, auto commit mode. DDL executes was not in auto commit mode. The connection local transaction will committed after the connection will be set into auto commit mode.
Okay.
So this is a exception save. It should not become. As per my understanding, what happened? Okay, put. But let's put Hibernate do update. Okay. Let me remove this property. I think update is not needed. I'm deleting this one. Okay,
Okay.
it should be run now. Let me uh, debug again. Check.
Okay.
So F8. Oh, now the error is coming again. What is the error? Unknown entity, entity bean, student entity bean. So this is a unknown entity. Okay.
Okay.
So did we register into the hibernate.xml? What is the bean?
Yeah.
Entity beans. What is the package name?
Package name is entity beans. Yeah.
It is correct.
Yeah, it's correct.
Let me open. It should be correct. And why it is shown not taking? Entity bean dot.
We read project name also.
I think it should not be take. Unknown entity, entity beans dot student entity beans. Mapping exception. Or registration Java UDI class unknown entity. Sorry. Actually, in the entity bean, there
Mm-hmm.
is a annotation that is the entity. Make a entity over here.
Okay.
Okay. Then what is the issue now? Okay. And whatever the ID, you need to be make a ID. Okay. Now, what ID is as a primary key. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
ID should be, as per my understanding, ID should be my roll number instead of this. And let me remove this one.
Yeah.
Okay, now there is a two errors. This error I'm removing. There is no need. Okay, so what
Okay.
I forgot, this is the entity. There is a entity as
Mhm.
a annotation. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
that I need to be take care about that. Let me go to that student. Let me rerun this one. F8. So think about that. If the whatever we are saving over here, this is not entity class, then it will not save into the database.
Okay.
It will give the error. It will say this is
Mm-hmm.
not entity class at all. So
Mm-hmm.
we need to be a note at the rate entity, and we will map this table and this these fields is with the column.
Okay.
Otherwise, it will not be
Mm-hmm.
name anything would be. This is the magic of the Hibernate.
Mm.
Whenever
Yeah, it's easy.
come to that, now I think data is saved. Commit, and this is result is saved. Then I'm pressing F8. I can see student details saved successfully. Let me check the database. If
Okay.
I'm refreshing this one, I'm running this query, then I can see this Surya Kumar result.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now I saved this using the Hibernate. So what is the the benefit of the hibernates or something else? Then you will open the sites, Java T point or something else. Open the understand the basic concept of hibernate. I will do the
Okay.
all practical to you. Okay.
Sure, sure.
I think now you have the background of hibernate.
Yeah.
Why we do use the hibernate?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Why do you use the hibernate? The reason is that only the DB
Very
part.
easy.
So now we have the repository. There is no need to do these things, na, every time. So
Yeah,
this code is fine, and there is no need to write the insert and all those things,
yeah.
and set parameter, get parameter. No need to do there. Okay,
Uh,
and
you should.
even here there is no need to check this null and all those things. It will
Okay.
take automatically all those things. It will
Oh,
cover.
okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
we will write this code and we will cover this code. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and next session we will cover the all functionality with the hibernate
Sure.
and move to the JPA.
Okay. Okay.
Then
You
yeah,
told me that query, the query which is running in the background, it will show where.
yes, you can see this is the query.
Oh, okay. Oh,
This hibernate wrote insert into student email, mobile email is the first, mobile, branch, course, student name, roll number, and
okay.
these are the signs. They are setting up the values.
Okay.
You can see this is basically connection pool get. This is a GDBC student database.
Okay.
Everything you can we write over there. No DDL so true.
Mm-hmm.
So it is we can see this DDL.
Okay.
I think DML.
Okay.
Sorry, this is not a DDL. We saw the DML true. Let me check. I put it the uh, so SQL is true. So
Yeah.
I can whatever the query will made by the Hibernate I can see over here. This is Hibernate created this query.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
then thank you. Let's connect tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Thanks. Thank you. Bye bye.